सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानां योगीन्द्राणां त्वदङ्गेष्वधिकसुमधुरं मुक्तिभाजां निवासो भक्तानां कामवर्षद्युतरुकिसलयं नाथ ते पादमूलं नित्यं चित्तस्थितं मे पवनपुरपते कृष्णा कारुण्य सिंधो कृष्णा कारुण्य सिंधो हृत्वा निशेषतापान् प्रदिशतु परमानन्द सन्दोहलक्ष्मी
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. This particular Shakatasura Bhanjanam did cause a lot of fear, turmoil in the minds of the Gopas and the Gopikas. But the incident was far from over. Bhaṭṭatiri says, Kumarakasyasya payodhararthinaha prarodane lolapadambujahatam maya drishtamano viparyagat itisha te palaka balaka jaguhu anaha viparyagat. That cart, this particular Shakata which got destroyed, lolapadambujahatam, was kicked, was destroyed through the kick made by this lotus-like feet. Padambujahatam lola, that had kicked. Asya kumarakasya, not by some elderly, very well-built person, by this little boy. Asya kumarakasya prarodane, when he was crying bitterly. See, when the Gopas and the Gopikas threes came, they saw Krishna lying amidst logs of wood. But they had to understand how this Shakata broke. So they are asking for eyewitnesses to tell. That is when they were telling that the boy was bitterly crying. With his lotus-like feet, he kicked this Shakatam, and that is how it got into smithereens. Payodharartinaha. Because this boy was crying for milk from his mother. So he was crying, why? For milk. When he was lying in the cradle. At that point in time, his lotus-like feet kicked the cart and they broke it to pieces. Maya drishtam iti jaguhu. It was thus seen by me. I saw this. Many of these eyewitnesses came forward. Hey Isha, te palaka balakaha. Now, when Yashoda had left Krishna in the cart and gone, she had advised these boys, see, you boys keep playing, but keep your eyes on him. Take care of my boy. So these boys who were meant to protect Krishna, that itself is an oxymoron. Krishna protects all of us. Instead, it is said that these boys were meant to protect Krishna. They said that this was seen by me, that Krishna had kicked the chariot. Here the cart. Bhiya tada kaschida jatanamidam kumarakanam ati durghatam vachaha bhavat prabhava vidurairiti managiva shankyata drishtaputanaihi idam vachaha kumarakanam. These boys and their words, kumarakanam vachaha, the words of these boys, kinchit ajanatam bhiya, who were not able to discern anything. These words of the boys could not be discerned. People were not able to understand. Tada, at that point in time, ati durghatam iti iritam. And they said that these words are very inconsistent. One boy is saying lotus feet kicked. One boy said this boy is crying. The other boy is saying that this boy or this little child only kicked that cart. Very inconsistent. The boy who is crying for milk means he lacks energy. He needs food. How will he have the energy to kick a cart? So all these inconsistencies were there. Tada ati durghatam iti iritam. People said that there were a lot of inconsistencies. Bhavat prabhava aviduraihi. Those who were ignorant of your greatness, Bhagavan, they kept denying it. They said, no, this could not have happened. He could have not done. Drishta Putanehi. Those who had seen the killing of Putana just a few days before knew. Manak iva ashankyata. They did not have a doubt in their mind. Now the doubt in the people's mind was, how could a little boy kick the cart and that could be broken to smithereens? Those of them who believed said, why should we not believe this? A few days back, he even killed a demoness called Putana. Is it tough for him to break this Shakatam into pieces? So one set of people believed. The other set of people did not believe. Drishtaputanaihi manak iva ashankyata bhavat prabhava aviduraihi. Certain people did not believe. Certain people believed. This is what Bhaṭṭatiri says. Then he continues. Pravalatamram kimidam padam kshatam sarojaramyau nu karau virojitau iti prasarpat karunatarangitaha Stvadangama sprushya rangana janaha pravalatamram idam padam kshatam kim. Was this particular foot, Bhagavan's foot, padam kshatam, that looks like pravalatamram, a red color tender shoot, bruised because of this? Because when he has kicked the Shakatam, will that cause any kind of bruise in Bhagavan's feet? Karau saroja ramyau. Those were these hands that are akin to the beautiful newly blossomed tender lotuses. Virojitau. No, were they injured? Maybe Bhagavan had kicked using his feet, it might have turned red. Maybe Bhagavan had pushed it using his hands, so his hands might have turned red. Iti prasarpata karuna tarangitaha. Thus overcome with surges of compassion. That compassion was there, and people were extremely worried. See, one, they were worried for Krishna, his welfare. The other thing is that love for Krishna. It was just fighting like one wave after the other. Tarangitaha, one wave after the other. One compassion, fear. Fear, compassion. They did not know how to express it. Angana janaha, that too the women folk, the Gopika Stris, asprushuhu twadangam. They touched and caressed your body. They kept on touching and caressing your body. And they said, oh, what would have happened to his legs? Now maybe Bhagavan's hands and ears may turn red because of this over-caring. Everybody was knowing. But they were so worried for Krishna. Apasprushuhu twadangam. Apasprushuhu twadangam. Twadangam, your body, was being caressed. Apasprushuhu. So they kept on touching this. So that was the love. Later Bhaṭṭatiri says, Evam bhakti sakala bhuvane nikshita nashrutava kim shastraugaihi kiniha tapasa gopikabhyo namostu. Gopikabhyo namostu. I now salute those Gopika Stris who had only simple, unadulterated love for Krishna. Aye sutam dehi jagatpatehe kripa tarangapatat paripada madhyame iti sma sangrihya pita twadangakam muhurmuhuhu slishyati jatakantakaha. Aye me sutam dehi. Oh, give this child to me. That child should be given to me. Adya paripadam. Today he was saved. They kept saying this, and then they said, today he was saved. Paripadam kripa taranga patat, by the stroke of the wave of mercy. So they were because of Bhagavan's mercy, this boy was saved. Taranga patat jagatpatehi. Jagatpati has been so benevolent that he has protected the child. They were completely ignorant that he is that Jagatpati. So they are saying Jagatpati protected their child without having the knowledge that he is Jagatpati. Jagatpatehe tarangapatat kripa Adya Paripatam, he was protected because of Jagatpati's mercy. Iti Pita Sangrihya Twadangakam, thereby your father gathered your beautiful body, Slishyati Sma Muhurmuhu, and embraced you again and again and again. Jata Kantakaha, with his hair standing on one end. On one hand, his hair was standing. So that Haripilish, the father was excited that his son was saved. Worried that why do such things keep happening to my child? Earlier, after Putana Vadham, Yashoda took Krishna to her arms. Now, Nandagopa takes Krishna to his arms. Jata Kantakaha. Ano nilinaha kila hantumagataha surarirevam bhavata vihimsitaha rajopino drishtamamushyatat katham sashuddha-sattve tvai linavan dhruvam. Surarihi ano nilinaha, that particular demon, that particular Rakshasa called Utkacha, who had come in the form of Shakata, ano nilinaha, he had reached that position where agataha hantum, what was his intent? He had come to kill you. Vihimsitaha kila evam bhavatam, appears to have been killed by you. Katham tat, how did this happen? Bhaṭṭatiri asks, to which he answers, Amushya rajaha api no drishtam. Even the dust was not to be seen. See, if there is some damage, there will be some dust, some parts of the Shakata were missing. I told you in the previous episode itself, there is $1 million question. What happened to the remaining parts of the Shakatam? They should have been scattered somewhere, right? Those parts were not found. One. And there should be some dust emanating. What happened to that dust? So he says, Amushya rajaha api no drishtam. Whenever the Sanskrit Kavis use this word rajaha, one, it means the dust. Second, it also means rajogunam, because generally Rakshasas have rajogunam. Because of that rajogunam, he had come. But here there is no trace of rajaha, no dust at all. Dhruvam sa linavan, because Bhaṭṭatiri says, because those parts of the Shakatam which are missing have already attained a state, they have already reached a state, linavan tvai suddha-sattve, they have entered that abode where there is only suddha-sattva, which is moksham. So those parts of the Shakatam, though insentient by nature, had obtained moksham, says Bhaṭṭatiri. Prapujitaistatra tato dvijatibhir viseshato lambhita mangalashishaha vrajam nijair balyarasair vimohayan marutpuradhisha rujam jahihime. He Marutpuradhisha, he Lord of Sri Guruvayur, tataha tatra viseshataha, thereby in Gokulam particularly, lambhita mangalashishaha, endowed with special auspicious blessings, lambhita mangalasishaha, prapujitaihi, dvijativihi, that too by highly respected brahmanas, lambhita mangalasishaha, people had blessed you immensely, prapujitaihi, dvijativihi, all the brahmanas had blessed, vrajam vimohayan, making the Vrajas extremely spellbound. See, now people had come to Nandagopa's house, they saw all these incidents, they kept on blessing Krishna. Earlier, after Putana Vadham, Dvadashanama was recited. The names of the Bhagavan were taken. Now here, those names taken by Bhagavan, by devotees, those devotees blessed Krishna. So, he says, Prapujitaihi dvijativihi vrajam vimohayan, and making the Vraja spellbound, nijaihi balyarasaihi, those sweet, those childish pranks, whatever children do, all the sweetness that is attached to it. So he says, nijai balyarasaihi, that sweetness that is attached to the balyas, sahatvam jahihi me rujam, me Krishna, you gave such anubhavam to all those gopas and gopikas, stris by Putana, Vadam, Shakata, Sulabhanjanam, smiling, jumping, moving around. Is it tough for you to remove my ailments, Krishna? Hey Krishna of Guruvayur, please remove my ailments. Sahatvam jahihi me rujam. Rujam is all these ailments, says Bhaṭṭatiri in this particular Dashakam.
Life is a learning. Every day is a learning. So why stop? We are very happy to present Ramayana Pariksha Rap 2025. This is being organized by our trust Deshikadaya. It is an online examination. All that you have to do is to read the book Ramayanam Volume 1 that I have authored, and 2, register for the exam. It is happening on the 22nd of June 2025. Exciting prizes, and the biggest prize is reading the Ramayana and answering the questions. Age no bar, geography no bar. So why stop? Register soon. Namaskar.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण